What up, my man in society? It is your host with the most, Shadow Love, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. It don't cost anything. You help my channel get into the algorithm. Now, what I wanted to talk about was something that recently, I guess it must have just happened, right? I did see, Frank's Vibes and, video he did on it. So go check out his channel. About American Cholo, right? Was he exposed to have, dirty paperwork, as a chomo, because I guess people were saying that how I made a video that I don't tolerate that on my channel. So if I'm gonna be, saying that, then I gotta be straightforward, evenly across the field. And I agree. I'm not arguing with that. Like if I'm saying that that's not gonna happen or whatever. Now, is the paperwork real? I don't know. I would have to do my investigation and see if it's real. I would have to actually see the documents, right? Now, why would I have to see the documents, right? Because, they posted some stuff, right? Can I go based off of that? Here's where not only can you falsify paperwork, because I have been shown falsified paperwork by, certain individuals on here that, want to point fingers. But, a part of that, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense, right? If you know your California laws, then you know what I'm talking about, right? For example, they said that he had his record expunged, right? But if it's a case involving an adult and a minor, then that record cannot get expunged. If we're talking about a chomo case, right? If a record of an adult, taking advantage of a minor, that record cannot get expunged. A part of that, let's just say he did get it expunged, then that would have to mean that he was a minor as well. Get it? So if they're both minors, then how could it be a chomo? There's in that sense, right? And then there's another question that's like, if it's expunged, then how were people able to get a hold of it? Especially someone who's not related to him. You know what I mean? I mean, if he really wanted to, he could go get his records that have been expunged. He could go pull them out. But just some random person getting a record that's expunged? I mean, wouldn't it be great that just anybody could go get somebody's record that's been expunged? Then what would be the whole purpose of expunging the record? That's why I would have to actually see the documents and if it's actually him, instead of rushing to conclusion or wanting to dirt his name up just because I feel some type of way. It's better to make sure that you know what you're talking about, and make sure you just want to make sure you have all your facts together and make sure everything's ready before you want to make any judgment on somebody. Now, let's just say people have been saying that about other people on here, so why can't they just go based off of that, just like other people? The thing is that when you're from the streets, right, you know who's really from the streets and who's lying and who's not. You know what I mean? You live this your whole entire life. You know what I mean? So you off the bat know, when somebody's not really from the streets or isn't about that life and stuff like that, right? And other people that are from the streets see that too as well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not that, people are focusing or hating on just, certain individuals on here. You know what I mean? I'm not here to say that it's a lie, and I'm not here to say that it's true. I'm just here to say that people should actually make sure before they want to talk. You know what I mean? But I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. You know what I mean? But if you are gonna look into it, I suggest that you do it. You actually go and see the documents before you take somebody's word for it, because the internet is full of so many games and oddballs. It's not even funny. But overall, that's just some words of advice and my thoughts on the overall matter. I would have to see and all that, because a lot of this stuff doesn't make any sense of what people are saying, right? Like there's so many questions that I have that, like, that I'm just not like off the bat. Those are the first thing that stood out to me. Not like, damn, this fool's a chomo. Damn, I'm gonna have to put him out there and put him out like that. No, the first thing that popped into my head is like, wait, how were they able to get a hold of his record that was expunged? If the record is expunged, how if it's a sex offender case? You know what I mean? Like, how was he not? If he's an adult already, how was he? How? Why wouldn't he have been? Why wouldn't they have made him register as a sex offender? I mean, there's so many questions that I have to ask. You know what I mean? Because then the other thing that is a possibility is that she was accusing him of this and lost the case, right? Or the case got dismissed. So there were just allegations then. Right? Because if he was convicted of this, then he would have to have registered as a sex offender. You know what I mean? If he's an adult. You know, or was it the case where he was 17 and she was 15? And then they tried him as an adult? Then he was a minor. I'm just saying that there's all kinds of questions that I have before I want to rush into conclusions. You know what I mean? I'm not here to say that it's a lie or defending him. I'm just here saying that, yeah, I need, to see the work in order for me to, before I want to dirt anybody's name. I'm just saying, if Shadow, we out.